Cape Coast Castle. The Cape Coast Castle is one of about 40 slave castles or large commercial forts built on the good coast of West Africa, now Ghana, by the European traders. It was originally a Portuguese trading post established in 1555, which was named Cabo Corso. In 1653, a timber fort was constructed by the Swedish African Company. It was originally a center for timber and gold trade, and then was later used in the Atlantic slave trade. Other Ghanaian slave castles include Elmina Castle and Fort Christiansborg. They were used to harbor enslaved Africans before they were loaded onto a ship and sold in the Americas, especially the Caribbean. This gate of no return was the last stop before crossing the Atlantic Ocean. Cape Coast Castle, along with other forts and castles in Ghana, are included on the UNESCO World Heritage List because of their testimony to the Atlantic gold slave trades. The large quantity of gold dust found in Ghana was what primarily attracted Europe. And many natives of Cape Coast used this to their advantage. In exchange for gold, mahogany, other locally produced goods, and enslaved captives, local Africans received clothing, blankets, spices, sugar, silk, and many other items. The castle at Cape Coast was a market where this barter trade took place. At the time, enslaved Africans were a valuable commodity in the Americas and elsewhere. The enslaved people were the main trade in Cape Coast. Due to this, many changes were made to the fort. One of the alterations, which were the additions of large underground dungeons that could hold as many as 1,000 enslaved people awaiting export. Many European nations flocked to the area in order to get a foothold in the slave trade. The business was very competitive, which led to the conflict, and for these reasons, the forts changed hands many times during the course of its commercial history. After the construction of Corosubel in 1652, the Dutch saw it as a clear threat to their trade monopoly and began plotting a way to drive the Swedes away. The siege was organized in 1652, but it ended in failure as the Swedes refused to surrender. The castle or dungeon, to give its official name, was first restored in 1920s by the British Public Works Department. In 1957, when Ghana became independent, the castle came under the care of the Ghana Museum and Monuments Board. In the early 90s, the building was restored by the Ghanaian government with funds from the United Nations Development Programs, United States Agency for International Development, with technical assistance from Smithsonian Institution and other non-governmental organizations.